In the space of 18 months, the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel gained over 12 million subscribers through the incredible adventures of Alaskan outdoorsman Luke Nichols and his family. In the process, he inspired millions of people, allowing them to live vicariously through his deep knowledge of the wilderness.
The more survival bushcraft camping trips I do, the more I realize that this survival stuff is really a lot of work. You're gonna have to push yourself for hours every day just to make it. If you're not willing to work hard, don't have that self-discipline, just not gonna get it done.
Now I know this is a survival video, but I have a very important rule I live by. I don't mind being cold, I don't mind sleeping on the ground, and I don't mind being hungry, but I only do one of those things at a time. So tonight, I'm eating like a king.
However, in May 2025, Luke announced his retirement from YouTube, citing his incredible rise in fame and success as one of the main reasons for his departure.
Hey everyone, this is going to be my last video for a little while. The sheer volume of fans trying to contact me, trying to take pictures with me, or just trying to come up and talk to me in public, it could be a bit overwhelming at times. And my wife and I, we both have real concerns about what this will do to our family if I keep growing my YouTube channel at this pace. And the time to stop is before this problem gets so out of hand that my family and I can't live normal lives.
So how did a wholesome family man from the middle of nowhere become a legendary internet figure and ascend to his YouTube throne?
Hi, I'm Luke Nichols, and this is my wife, Rebecca Nichols, and I'm a professional YouTuber.
Luke was born and raised in Anchorage, Alaska, and early on he developed a deep love for the outdoors, learning to camp, fish, and thrive off the land in a place where the wilderness is a way of life. At the age of 19, Luke volunteered to serve a full-time mission for his Mormon church.
And I was asked to serve in Japan and to learn to speak Japanese, and so I did that for 2 years. Every day, all day, for 2 years, without almost any breaks, and it was the most amazing experience of my life. After my mission, I went to Brigham Young University, where I met Rebecca. Rebecca's from Salt Lake City, Utah, and we met at church. At a church, there's no paid ministry, there's no preachers, you know. Each week, a different member of the congregation is asked to give the sermons, and it was Becca's week, and I've never seen her before, and I thought she was really cute. So I was kind of like making eyes with her, and kind of giving her an old smiley smile, you know, and putting on the Nichols charm. She'd smile back, and I'd smile at her, and she'd smile back. But it was too late. Damage was done. I had to ask her out, and I did. You know, the rest is history.
After graduating from Brigham University, Luke started a political consulting business, which helped run political campaigns in Utah.
But the hours and the environment was so bad for family life, I just decided I had to do something else. So we packed up and we moved to Virginia, and I went to George Mason Law School and decided to become a lawyer. After I graduated, I started my own law practice, doing criminal defense work, and for about 10 years, I was a criminal defense attorney.
Hello. I'm Luke Nichols. I'm a traffic attorney here in Northern Virginia, and each year I defend hundreds of drivers accused of DUIs, reckless driving, and other traffic issues.
By the time I'd been practicing law for a few years, we were really concerned we weren't going to be able to have kids. We've been trying for a while and just kind of never worked out. But we bought a house and moved out a little bit into the countryside, and almost immediately Becca got pregnant with our oldest son, Tommy. Then came Nathan, and then Jacob, and we've now got 3 wonderful little boys.
In 2013, around the time Luke's first son was born, he began posting fishing videos to a channel called Catfish and Car. For years, the channel provided fishing tips and a place for Luke to document his catches while honing his YouTube skills. However, after a couple of years, the channel's growth leveled off. Luke had bigger adventures in mind, ones that included his sons and a wide range of outdoor fun. This subsequently led to the creation of the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel in 2015. The channel would be a window into the Nichols family's outdoor life. No flashy gimmicks, no clickbait, just authentic camping trips, father-son bonding, and real-life survival skills. After 5 years of posting to the channel and amassing hundreds of millions of views, Luke went full-time on YouTube.
It just kind of got bigger and bigger and bigger until pretty much it was bigger than running my law practice. Right now, I think we have something like 850 videos between our 2 channels, about 2.7 million subscribers, and about 650 million views. It's been weird. It's been really weird. Funny how many people just think I have like this dream job, right? Like I get paid to travel the world fishing and camping with my family, and don't get me wrong, it's really nice, but you know, fishing's not the most important thing in my life by a long shot. I enjoy fishing and it's a hobby, but you know, my faith and my family are much more important to me, and it's what brings me happiness.
Going all in on YouTube allowed Luke to go on even wilder and crazier expeditions and spend more time with his family. However, in 2019, people had noticed that the Outdoor Boys channel comment section was turned off. Amassing such a large community so quickly, people had become upset when they realized there wasn't any way to comment. You see, in February 2019, YouTube banned comments on all videos featuring children. The policy was introduced after the discovery of a paedophile ring using the platform to find and share clips of videos featuring young children in states of undress. As a result of these policy changes by YouTube, the Outdoor Boys channel was impacted. On the 8th of March 2019, Luke livestreamed to his YouTube channel explaining the situation.
YouTube has banned comments on the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel. If you've been following this, last week there was some YouTuber something claiming that pedophiles were watching harmless videos containing children and making dirty comments and sharing them with other sickos, and this got picked up by BuzzFeed, and some advertisers made a stink. YouTube turned off the comments to both my Outdoor Boys YouTube channel and the Catfish and Carp YouTube channel because, you know, I have my children feature in the videos. And what's interesting is they did it to the entire channel, not just the videos that Tommy and Nathan are. About yesterday night, they again turned off the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel's comments, and I cannot turn them on anymore. They permanently, or at least without ability to do anything about it, turned it off.
In August 2023, Luke commented on one of his Facebook posts and explained why having comments turned off by YouTube was secretly a blessing. It freed up a lot of my time. I'm not having to admin the comment section, and also helped me focus on making the videos you see today rather than trying to cater to squeaky wheels. I would encourage anyone interested in making YouTube videos to turn off comments. There is a lot of people and things in my comment sections that give me hope in humanity and society. It really is remarkable the huge number of wonderful things I've seen and shared over the years. But as I get older, and I've been doing this for almost a decade, I've become more worried about the positive comments as well as the negative ones. Thousands and thousands of comments of praise can also have some unintended negative side effects, and I'm not so arrogant to think I'm made of granite and free from other men's weaknesses. This stoic outlook on life and his authenticity is part of the reason why Luke became so successful in his YouTube journey. He wasn't a survival actor dropped in by helicopter who drinks piss for no reason. He's the real deal. A lifelong outdoorsman who actually knew how to live off the land. He'd show you how to catch a fish, clean it, cook it over a campfire, and make it look like the best meal you've ever had. His hunting and fishing trips would sometimes turn into survival lessons, with him having to improvise and adapt to life-threatening situations and extreme changes in the weather.
If you're getting rained on or snowed on, or there's lots of wind, a lean-to might be better, but if you're just straight up trying to survive the cold, this is the best. The shelter isn't complicated. The key is just making sure you warm up the ground and warm up whatever's going to be behind you. The second key is to try to get your bed higher than the fire. Heat goes up, and so that if you're slightly elevated, you're going to catch a lot more of that fire's heat than if you were down on the ground with the fire.
The survival expertise on display was 100% legit. It wasn't just about rugged skills. It was also about family values and wholesomeness. Luke brought his wife Rebecca and the boys along on many adventures, turning each video into a family road trip or camping outing. Viewers got to watch Tommy, Nate, and Jake grow up, learn outdoor skills, and share precious father-son moments around the campfire. In a world where prank and brain rot content floods the internet, Outdoor Boys felt like a breath of fresh air. Luke is the representation of being just human. He doesn't flash his money, he doesn't forget his family, he doesn't talk about religion or politics, he just lives and documents it, while making sure to instruct people of needful things while outdoor and traveling. He's wholesome and never overbearing. The channel had something for everyone, from simple backyard campouts to extreme winter survival in blizzards to Luke's infamous honey butter recipe, which has now become an online phenomenon. Each adventure was both educational and entertaining, as Luke demonstrated how to build shelters from sticks, light fires in the rain, or navigate by the stars, all while meeting locals, visiting remote communities, and displaying the diverse landscapes of North America.
I gotta go in and cook dinner, but we're gonna be around. Bye. Bye.
But it wasn't just adventures in North America. Luke traveled overseas, camping with indigenous tribes and exposing his kids and his audience to different types of cultures and environments. Through these travels, Luke built genuine connections with remote communities, highlighting his incredible levels of respect for their craftsmanship, knowledge, and way of life, which is another layer of authenticity that his fans admire. Year after year, Luke uploaded adventures consistently. He wasn't chasing virality or gaming the algorithm, it was just about the content. By early 2023, Outdoor Boys had a few million subscribers and a loyal fan base. However, the following year became the real Outdoor Boys explosion. His videos weren't just consistently gaining hundreds of thousands of views, but now millions and millions. In the space of a year and a half, the Outdoor Boys channel had gained over 12 million subscribers, skyrocketing their channel from a niche favourite to one of YouTube's biggest outdoor channels. His collective views racked up billions and billions of views across YouTube and beyond. In fact, Luke has claimed that the unauthorized reformatted content on other platforms has been watched around 4 billion extra times outside of YouTube. Outdoor Boys have become a global community for wilderness enthusiasts and casual viewers alike. People who never went camping found themselves binge watching Luke's escapades late into the night, soothed by his friendly voice and intrigued by the beautiful simplicity of his lifestyle. This guy legit saves thousands of lives every day. He pops up randomly at 3 AM in your darkest time and gets you out your head. Growing a gigantic audience such as Luke has, it would become incredibly tempting for the average Joe to sell out and place sponsors within his content and associate himself with all kinds of brands. But he doesn't. It's just pure original content, which is so rare in this day and age. Luke very rarely did collabs with other creators or podcast appearances, adding to the mystery of Luke outside of his own content. YouTubers Chip and Cal Freezy detailed their experience of trying to get hold of Luke to come on their podcast.
So we tried to reach out to him, and we were there like, oh, can we do something together? We were there like, we'll fly out. I think he's in Alaska. We were like, oh, we'll fly out to him. He's impossible to get hold of. His comment section is disabled. He's got no emails. He is really impossible. The only collaboration I've ever seen him do with anyone is with another channel called Google Foods, and that's a massive channel as well. And so we were there like, somehow this guy has got in contact with this guy. How did he do it? So we had our podcast producer was like emailing his old law firm that he used to work. Like, how can we get? We were on our knees to this guy.
We were stalking him.
And then the craziest thing happened. A guy messaged our producer saying, look, it was one of them ones where it's like, my dad used to know him and has him added on Facebook, and I think I could message him to message him. And he messaged him where they're like, there's just no way. Like, this is one of them like troll things. Fair play to Proddy C, our producer. He replies, he's like, I might as well see where this goes. Happens. Don't hear back for like a month, and he comes back and he's there like, here's his email. This is it.
No way.
And so he messaged him and he was there like, hey, do you want to do something? And we weren't expecting. Literally within like 3 hours, he got a response from him, and he was just there like, look, most people think that when I go out on these excursions, because we were there like, we'd like to go out and you take us on like a little adventure or something. He was there like, most people think that like you can just come along for fun and do this. He's there like, but mentally, I promise you, you're not ready.
In 2023, Luke's eldest son Tom created his own YouTube channel, posting his POVs on family adventures. And then in January 2025, Tommy posted a video titled 12 Years Old and Alone in Alaska's Wilderness, which saw Luke teaching his son the ropes of the wilderness on their homestead in his own channel. In the last year alone, Tom's channel has grown to nearly 900,000 subscribers and gained tens of millions of views in the process, proving that the apple obviously doesn't fall far from the tree. By 2025, Luke was one of the most popular outdoor YouTubers on the planet, but along with success came something Luke never really sought out: fame. On the 17th of May 2025, exactly 10 years after his first video on the channel, Luke posted a video titled Goodbye, which detailed his retirement from making videos on the channel.
Hey everyone, this is going to be my last video for a little while. You know, I've been making YouTube videos for 11 years now. First with the Catfish and Carp YouTube channel, then with this, the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel. And believe it or not, I've made 1,110 videos. Been a wild ride. The amount of time and energy that I've dedicated to making YouTube videos is hard to communicate. So many late nights editing and packing and unpacking, camping with pneumonia, building log cabins while injured. But it's been a tremendous adventure, and it's allowed me to provide for my family while making wonderful memories with my wife and kids. But even good things can be taken too far, and I think I'm starting to reach that point. But I'm not just talking about the time and energy I spend making YouTube videos. I'm also talking about the attention it brings. In just the last 18 months, this YouTube channel has gained about 12 million subscribers. And because of people stealing my content and posting it on other platforms, my family and I have been viewed about 4 billion times, in addition to the 2.8 billion views on YouTube. The sheer volume of fans trying to contact me, trying to take pictures with me, or just trying to come up and talk to me in public could be a bit overwhelming at times. And my wife and I, we both have real concerns about what this will do to our family if I keep growing my YouTube channel at this pace. And the time to stop is before this problem gets so out of hand that my family and I can't live normal lives. Now, there's more than one reason for making this decision, and I still enjoy making videos and I still enjoy going on ventures, but it's time to start focusing on other things, and that's what I'm going to be doing. But I've spent so much time focusing on me and my family and growing my business. It's time to step back and focus on helping other people for a change, and I'm excited to see where that takes me. Now, I know there's some of you out there who've gotten more than just entertainment from my videos. If you feel my videos have helped you in some way, then go out and find someone you can help. I'll see you guys later.
In the space of 24 hours, the video had amassed over 10 million views and sent shockwaves throughout the internet and Lonely Men's universes. The video's release felt like a gut punch to millions of fans around the world, who used his videos as a crutch to escape the reality of their sedated and suburban lives. While the majority of people were happy for Luke and his family, in standard internet fashion, people began blaming a whole number of reasons for his retirement, mainly his wife Rebecca. Now, if you look at some of the reaction to his retirement, you can begin to understand why Luke took the decision to step away from the limelight. Incels and black pill ideologists were so mad that a man would actually put his family first instead of creating content for them to vicariously live through his videos. Can't imagine why he wanted to step away. Nah, this is just vile. He has a good wife and genuinely cares about his family. If you had weirdos coming up unsolicited, bothering you and your family, would you think that's okay? Aside from this small minority, most people thank Luke for his service and contributions to the internet. Outdoor Boys literally quit because he was just too successful. What a go. This dude is a G. Made generational wealth, and instead of continuing, he wants to take a step back and raise his kids to be the best humans they can be. Great dude. Going forward, Luke has stated that if he ever does post more of his adventures, he'd post them at Christmas in one big dump. But all three of his sons want to be YouTubers when they grow up, so I'm sure this isn't the last we'll see of him. Today, Luke Nichols in my eyes is someone who you should put in the same breath or Mount Rushmore of outdoorsmen as Jeremy Wade and Steve Irwin. The Outdoor Boys made countless meal times and 3 AM depressive episodes that much more enjoyable. Through one binge watch, you could live 1,000 lives, spearfishing off the coast of Hawaii, shooting alligators in the Everglades, and traveling around Japan like you're a creepy adopted member of this wholesome family. Thank you so much for watching this video, it really does mean a lot to me. Make sure to follow me on all of my socials at Phat Mima. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below what you want to see next.